So I had a great conversation with a friend of mine who's thinking about getting her master's degree. And she consulted with me because she knows I'm working on mine, and she wanted to get a feel on what she should do and what direction she can take. So I decided to do a video on our conversation because maybe there's people out here who have the same issues that she has. And I told her that off the jump, master's degrees can have two options, or they could have two purposes. The first purpose is to further your understanding to, how can I put this? To further your ability to do a certain job. Like, it gives you additional skills that you can actually use and apply. And then you have the second purpose, which is just to say you have a degree, something that separates yourself from people who don't. So it's not really, I can do my job better because of this master's degree. It's more so, I took the time out to, put myself in a tier that not too many people are a part of. Case in point, at my mom's work, she was a dietitian at a hospital, and she talks about how a lot of the nurses, or the ones that are getting hired, have their master's degrees, and they're urging some of the nurses with their BA to get their master's degree. And the master's degree, I guess, in nursing teaches you how to do more technical skills that are readily applicable to the job. Therefore, you can do a whole lot more. You have more leeway in terms of how you can treat patients and what procedures and tests and all these other, nurse-related things you can do, as opposed to being a nurse without a master's degree where you have to get approval, or you need supervision, or the amount of service you can apply to each patient is limited. But with a master's, you are qualified because you've been trained to provide more services, so you are of greater use to the hospital. It's not just to say you have a master's degree, right? And then you have your second one, which is more related to, I would say, probably an MBA. There's no point in having an MBA if you don't have the experience to back it up. The MBA is just a formality, right? It's just like a period at the end of a long, complex sentence. So the message is still there. You just need that punctuation. That's what an MBA more so is. It doesn't make up for your lack of experience. An employer is not going to be impressed if you just show up and say, "Hey, I have an MBA." Doesn't matter what you specialize in or concentrate in. You need the experience to back it up. Some programs won't even admit you unless you have at least a couple of years of experience. So that was just my take. And another thing too, me being in education, what you have to realize too, with the economy, is that a master's degree means that they have to pay you more money because you're highly qualified. So off the jump, they have to pay you more. So in my field of education, it actually hurts new teachers who come in with a master's degree because they have to start off paying you more money. Now, I'm not sure how it ranges in different industries, but if you are an upcoming teacher with a master's degree, be prepared to be jobless for a while, especially with the economy the way it is going. I know people who are pretty much done with their master's degree. They only have a class or two to take, but they're holding off till they're secure in their job or in their career or their position, because they risk losing their jobs because their job may have to pay them more. Because as an employer, you're thinking, hey, if they're coming in with a master's degree, they're looking for more money, and they might shake and leave my organization and join another one because they want more money. So they'll cut you anyways because they don't want to take the risk. So in a nutshell, if you are thinking about getting a master's or you are working on it right now, you have to understand that there's two types. First type, a master's degree that helps you do a job better, and the second type, a master's degree that's more so a period that kind of highlights all the experience you have in a certain field. You also need to recognize that having a master's degree may be a pro or a con depending on the industry that you find yourself working at. And secondly, you may want to hold off on finishing your master's degree if you're almost done, and land a job before, or tread that water lightly, simply because with the budget cutbacks, certain master's degrees will tell an employer that they want to get paid more. Therefore, they'll look for somebody else because they're not sure if they can satisfy your needs and your salary expectations. So I don't know. I hope that helps. Take it easy. Let me know if you have any questions.